Welcome to Classroom Salon. Classroom Salon is a collaborative and social, it's a document and video annotation platform. And the goal is to let the students do things so that we can get a deep insight into their understanding. We do that through data visualizations and analytics. So let me take you through some of the sample salons that uses documents and that uses videos. So let me start with this salon. When you log into the salon, once you create a salon, which is like a collection of users and documents, you get them to interact with the documents. So you go to your salon. In this case, here's a salon with many users, 18 users, and it does have lots of documents divided into folders. Each of the document tells you how many annotations you can find in each of these documents and how many users have done these annotations. If you have videos, you can also have all these videos available here. You can manage members by adding and subtracting them. You can change the salon settings, making it public, private, or you can use global tags. We'll go into those things later on. And more importantly, you can see the analytics about how your students are doing in your class. And also you have this tab that tells you which was the last file that was updated. So you can quickly find the things that are updated and go and do these things. So let's go back to the home page. And then I will show you how people annotate documents. Now, when students annotate documents, one of the things you want to do is to get them to look at the document on their own. What things they find interesting, what things they find confusing, what things they want more clarification on. So we have this pencil icon that allows them to go to a document without having to worry about anyone else's annotations. So here's the document they see, they can go through this. And when they find things that are interesting to them, under your direction, so on their own, they can make a comment about that. And they can save it. I'm not going to save it here. If you have asked them questions, it will appear here. So that's how they work on their own. Once they're done with it, the most important thing about Salon is that it's the social aspect of things. How do the other people see this document? And what can I learn from the others? That's even more important than what you think of the document. So you would open the documents in the discussion mode by clicking on the name. And then what you're going to see is suddenly you're going to see this document with lots of annotations. And some places you will see that annotations are darker. What that means is there's more discussion in these spaces. And on the right hand side, you're going to see all these annotations. It tells you what tag they are using to describe the annotation, who made it, when was that made. You can even click here to see the context. That means what part of the document it's highlighted as a result of this. So when you click on context, you'll see that. Now, if you like to isolate, there are lots of things. Some of these comments have responses. If you want to see them, you can click on the tag. It will actually isolate that thread. It shows you the selection, the comment, and the responses. So you see some level of communication happening between the students. It's very similar to a discussion forum, except for the fact that you can navigate through the entire threads, just one by one, which gives you lots of applications and lots of flexibility to the students to focus in the context. It highlights where they're highlighting, and then you can reply to them. You can even be anonymous if you don't want to expose your identity. So there are many things you can do with Classroom Salon. The other thing you could do is you can look at the analytics. If you click here, it's going to show you how your students are annotating the document. So there's 14th of July, there's 26 annotations came in. Today, there's 5 annotations that came in. And who is doing the annotations? That are important. And then if you go to the threads, you may see some threads about what selection they made and who is talking about these things. So what are the other threads? So you can see the people who are looking, who are discussing specific part of the text. Now this is a great way to isolate the text from the document and have an in-depth discussion. So this allows us to really focus and do more things with these documents. So once again, I'm going to go back to the home page and explain to you what these things are. You have your list of salons which you create. You have a list of your media. You have the threads. These are the communications that are happening here. Now, as an instructor, you have many other things that at your disposal. For example, you can go to the analytics and you can look at the comments, and this is going to give you a graph of all the activities that happen in your class. You can make a printout of this if you like, or you can go to the activity summary and look at how many comments students made, who is the most number of comments, what's the length of the comment, what's the consistency. That's really important. The students who are making more consistent comments throughout the semester is more important than a student who is making thousands of comments on the same day. Who is asking questions? We can find out who are the thought leaders who are trying to create some level of discussions. You can export this into an Excel file and grade the students based on whatever the criteria you use to grade them. You can even understand who is providing the most replies. In this case, you can see that Danisha is a great social communicator, providing a lot of responses. That counts for something. Those who are asking the questions, Sinon is the one who is asking the most number of questions. That's a thought leader. And then who is the most active person? Well, that's Sinon too. And has the average comment length about 46-55 characters. Now, we also have ways to measure the strength of a comment. Is that a good comment? Are the students trying to game the system? All these can be found from the Salon itself. So, what we're trying to explain here is that Salon is a great way to get your students to focus on a document, annotate it, and using social annotations, you can try to learn a lot of different things. We hope you will try Salon. In the next video, I'm going to describe to you how the videos can be used.